This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, as you know, the big Wrath of King sale is going off right now, and it is going off with unbelievable deals. And I'm sitting in front of just about everything that you can get your hands on. Actually, I spent a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but for what I got, I mean, it's almost criminal what I have sitting here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through it, and I'm going to show you some things, and we're going to talk about Wrath of Kings and how this all fits together, some of the factions, some of the houses, some of the things. Hey, let's get started and start talking about Wrath of Kings. Now everything kind of starts here, but you don't have to start here. The nice thing about Honor and Treachery is you're going to get two beginning factions, okay? The Gorzai and the Nazir. The Gorzi, or however you want to say it. But it comes with everything in the starting rule book. You get your dice, you get your markers, you get your cards for all your different units. You're going to get 2 leaders there. This is a very interesting system, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, because if you get this and you want to take this even farther, okay, so you want to start here maybe and build around this. 18 bucks for this on the website. You can't go wrong. But if you want to really start to build out, here's where you're going to go. You're going to go with this book here. Now, this is $12 for this rule book. So now you're sitting at $30. You got a full rule book, and you've got a nice starter set with your rules, your dice, a little bit of terrain in there. Now, I'm quickly going to just go through this book a little bit, and really I want to hit on some things, and I don't want to make this, a 20-hour video here, but I really want to hit home on some of the things. The cards really help you out. The game concept is playing off these cards. Here is your defense chart. Somebody rolling against your defense chart, your resiliency, your willpower, your mobility, your wounds, how much each one of these things all work out. Morale is a very simple system, and you're going to work off how many models you have in your group, divided by 3, and depending on how many leaders you're going to add on to it. So say you have 15 models with 2 leaders, that's going to be 5 plus 2 is going to be a morale of 7. Really talks about everything on how the chart works. Here's those symbols that we were talking about. Overpowered. Hey, guess what? You're going to get hit with 2 hits, and pretty much most models will die. But the best thing about this, and the game, the game is spelled out to you in pretty much 14 pages. 14 pages. The rest of this is setting up battlefields and then talking about the 5 houses. Okay, you have 5 houses, and each house is full of wonderful and terrific models. So let's talk a little bit about each one. So like we said, if we got the rule book in this, that's 30 bucks. If you wanted to add to these particular armies, well, that's very easy to do. You can add a box of Ashmen. This box will carry another unit of Ashmen for you, okay? And look at those bases. By the way, speaking of bases, the real neat thing that you can do is they've also have on sale that are normally close to $15 a box of these are the Micro Art Studio base system. These are beautiful and perfectly go with this model group. So if you wanted a rock terrain or anything, you can just about get any type. Check that out. You can get those only for $6, believe it or not. And I just can't believe the things that they have on sale, because I bought all this stuff and I got this for a song. Fortunately, I would have bought more, but guess what? I got other things I got to buy too. But you can add this for 10 bucks. Now you're at 50 bucks. Maybe you want to add something from the other side. Well, guess what? You can get some more of these wolves or the Scorzy for 10 bucks. You're at 50 bucks and you've already boosted up. You got a rule book and boosted up things for 50 bucks. What if you wanted to go a little farther? But let's let's just keep it very simple. If you wanted to go and beef up these things are only about $10.50 a piece. The only thing that's a little bit more, and if you really wanted to go all out, is you can double up your system here and add in, you would get 12 swordsmen, 2 Ashman Hakar, 12 of the blood masks, which are really cool, and then you would get some of these more bigger leaders. Now the neat thing about this is only 20 bucks. 20 bucks for a starter box of this. I think it's like 21 or 22 bucks somewhere in there. And adding that with everything, now you're at 50 bucks, and now you got a complete one other side. There's other things that you can add and just beef up these guys. They have so many neat things. I mean, look at these great wings. These are like $6. $6 for these beautiful great wings. But again, we're talking about the Nazir. Let's talk a little bit about the Gorzi. Okay, you have these. You also have another starter box that you can get, that you're going to be getting some rare figures in here, and that you can build that up like I did. Specialist box, character boxes. You can see, you know, I went that way. There's the war dancers, and the war dancers and the dance master. First of all, she looks cool as anything, by the way, and definitely someone I would want to paint. So I can't wait to start gearing this up. And then of course I got this nasty creature. I mean, look at that thing, huh? I mean, that's cool as anything. You know how much this is? It's like $5-6 bucks, and it's a huge creature. What other factions are there, you asked? We took a look at a couple, but let's take a look at the other 3 factions and talk a little bit about them. All right. So we have this faction, which is the Technus. I'm sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing things because I can't hear myself, of course. But you would get this starter box for 24 bucks. So say you just went with the starter box and the rule book, and you decided to just get a starter box for each one of these, you would have every army for under 100 bucks and a starter kit and everything to go. I mean, just impressive. And you get a ton of models in here. We'll open one of these up in a little bit, and I'm going to go through and show you what these are all about. But these are really cool armies, and look at some of these figures. Look how cool they are. The specialist box with the galvanic defender. He's pretty cool. And I didn't even buy everything that's on the site. You can go on there and pretty much just decide how you want to build it up. I build my armies a certain way, and I tried to get a couple characters, a lot of infantry, so I can really go at it. Then of course we have the Hadros starter box. Now these guys are kind of really cool because I love this crab guy, and I can't wait to paint him up. And then these shell crackers. These shell crackers are only $6, and look at them. They're glorious. These are the deep men. I had to get that. I mean, look at these. And then your pit fighters. I mean, look at that. Look at the shark dude. I mean, come on. I mean, really. This is just going to be so much fun to paint. And then we kind of have like our samurai box sets, which I need to probably get some more stuff. But, you know, you go with the starter box. You get plenty in there. Then I added a Dragon Legion box, and then a specialist box. And look, I mean, geez, all this stuff. Ridiculously. And I think I kept this under 250 bucks. Right, so I'm going to open up one of these boxes just to show you the starter boxes, what you get inside. And you do get quite a bit inside. The nice thing that I like about this, of course, you have the fantastic, beautiful bases. I really love these bases. But the key is you've got all your art and your cards in here. You got everything you need. I don't want to ruin these. So you're going to want to sleeve these, of course. Don't be like me and mess them up. And of course, all their special abilities, all the things that they're going to be able to do. You know, you're just, I mean, look at that guy. That guy's cool. and you have all these different guys. And the thing that I really like is you're not going through and cutting a whole bunch of things. I'm just going to open this up, guys, and dump these in here. Each miniature is individually bagged, okay? Individually bagged, so you know all the parts that you need. You just do your trimming and you glue it together. I mean, look at this. Everything is there for you to do it. And everything comes separate in each individual bag. So you're not scrambling about trying to find what part to this part or that part. This makes it easier, makes it simple, makes it very logical to put these things together and then get painting and then get right on it and then get them right on the base and you're off and running. Now, let's head on top and get on out of here. I'll close this all out and give you my final. So you see, for those starter sets, you really start off really well. And the reason I'm making another video of this is for, you know, it could be very confusing just looking at it, because I was kind of confused at first too. I didn't know a lot about the game, but I wanted to make sure I got everything that I could, because I got a feeling that it was going to sell out. And this is a game that I've always wanted to get into, and I haven't had a chance to. And I got into it for a couple $100. You know, don't worry if it's going, you know, if it's a dead game or whatever. If it's something that you're going to play and you're going to enjoy, if you have everything, you got enough entertainment, and it's more than worth it. And at anywhere from 30 to 70% off, there's still figures on there that I want to get, and I'm holding off. I want that giant octopus guy. I think he's 1750. But he looks so glorious, and he's huge and everything like that. But, you know, starting here and then getting the rule book and then building it to the way you want to build it. There are 5 houses. There are 5 different houses. We tried to show you a little bit from each house. You can build on the 2 houses here, or add a couple more houses for some flavor and add some different variants. That book in there, there's also on the site, there is a campaign book. And that's only like $21. I mean, for crying out loud. You know, this set alone was $60 and you're getting it for 18. I mean, I was all in. I mean, for the money that it would have took me to get into it when I wanted to get into it, it would have cost, I would have took a huge beating. But now, thanks to Miniature Market, of course, you know, I was able to get all this stuff here very cheap, and I was very excited about it, and I'm very thankful to have been able to get it. I got it for the sale prices, so I can get it here early, so I can show you guys how it goes. And I want to thank Miniature Market for all their help in helping me show you, you know, how you can get into a very unique and very good, solid system. I never heard anybody say anything that this game was a bad game. It was another game, you know what I mean? And now that it's very affordable, and it's something that you can add, or maybe you've already played it for a while and you want to add some things. Hey, go check out the site. The prices are ridiculous, and get it while it's here, because once it's gone, that's it. It's gone. Trust me. I hope this helps. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob, always here trying to help you and point you in the right direction, or at least make you understand what's going on with a huge sale, especially with something that can be as confusing as this. And it's not that it's confusing, it's something that if you don't know Wrath of Kings, you need to learn that there are 5 houses and the things that you would need to get going. Till next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.